first keynote speaker at WAFit 2023. I'd like to invite Mr. Ravi Rajendra, founder and CEO, Quick Meeting. He will speak about AI-powered online and offline meetings. Mr. Ravi Rajendra is the founder of Quick Meeting. He is a serial entrepreneur with various ventures like Quick Digital, Quick Email, GI Social, and KeyNote. An IIT alumnus with the ability to code in 15 plus languages, Mr. Rajendra has been instrumental in creating multiple AI products since 2009. His latest startup, Quick Meeting, has garnered significant recognition, winning multiple startup awards, including the prestigious TI Econ Chandigarh startup Shark Swarry in 2023. He is also a speaker in international forums on security, technology, branding, and digital marketing. He also runs an NGO called GAUMA Foundation. So over to you. Please welcome Mr. Rajendra with a loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Yeah, first of all, thank you, WAFit, for giving us this opportunity. And I would like to today talk about artificial intelligence and automotive communication and collaboration space. And we have been doing pioneering work in terms of AI. And I would like to emphasize that over the meeting. And we will also show you certain case studies and also other things that we are working on in terms of collaboration and communication and improving productivity for organizations more than 3 to 12 times. So let me start off with AI in automotive space. You can broadly divide it into 4 aspects, right? The first one is obviously the autonomous vehicles, right? We are all looking forward, I think, for the future where there will be driverless cars, and you might have already known there are already a lot of pilot runs that have been happened, and also some cabs now. Google has launched Waymo cabs where right now in California you can actually take an app, book a service, go from one location to another location in entirely self-driven cars and cabs, right? So this is already in action, and it is already in fruition. And there's a lot of AI, obviously, it is required for the sensors, for the cameras, to everything in the automotive space. And they're not just about completely self-driven cars, but we are seeing a significant amount of AI being used in advanced driver assistance systems, right? Multiple systems that are using AI, especially to kind of warn the driver of potential accident zones, to even warning him about different aspects related to the closeness of the proximity, and as well as to the traffic signals, right? There are systems already in place where, like for example, Audi has actually already implemented in terms of making sure that you can actually predict the distance from here to the next traffic signal and accordingly suggest you the right speed at which you can drive. Now, these are a lot of AI is being used in these systems, and there is obviously a lot of vehicle-to-vehicle communication is happening, vehicle-to-infrastructure communication is happening, and we call it as V2X, where vehicle-to-everything else is happening in terms of AI. And this is going to be transforming our lives way beyond our imagination in the mobility space. Not just that, in the manufacturing space, in obviously automotive space, is a very, very interesting AI developments are taking place, especially from the quality control perspective, and also in terms of handling materials, where there will be futuristic robots which will be handling the materials within the manufacturing units. You have also autonomous inspection drones which can precaution, give some safety instructions and other things, especially if you are closer to an accident zone and things like that in the manufacturing space, worker safety. And also in terms of human-robot collaboration, there's going to be a lot of AI that will be used, and I think a lot of work is being done in this space. And also in terms of optimizing processes, ensuring collecting the data and analyzing the data and giving back data analytics on top of it. I think the significant amount of manufacturing AI is taking place across the globe, especially in the automotive space. And I think we will be looking at, in fact, total autonomous plants that will be coming up in the future, which is run by AI. Then, obviously, the next beautiful aspect about thing is about the traffic management. We know how much time we all spend in the traffic, and there's a lot of work being done already, right? And if you take the Audi traffic system to all the other developments in AI, in fact, in Bangalore there is a project where the traffic management is being handled by the AI. There's a pilot that is happening, and these developments in traffic management systems is going to streamline the time for a car to understand and what speed to go to the next traffic signal, to ensuring that the traffic signal can also automatically have a different timer set based on the traffic and optimized traffic conditions and all. So there's a lot of work that will be done in the future, and I think we'll have much more better traffic management that will take place after AI coming into place. And this is, again, all of these examples that I'm quoting, the case studies, are already happening in the world, right? And these are not something, in the far-fetched future and all. And I think in the next 2-3 years, these developments will take place. And now the productivity, right? Obviously, if you're driving in a self-driven cars where there's no driver, and there's a cab that you took, and there's going to be a 1.5-hour journey for you, right? You need to make sure that you are actually productive in that 1.5 hours, right? That's going to significantly improve to create more smarter cities and also more productive cities. I think that's where a lot of work is being done in AI as well, to make sure these moments of mobility where you are having in your life, where you are traveling, whether you're on a flight to whether you are on the car or whether you're on the train, the productivity aspect to that is going to be a significant game changer. And that's where, as a quick meeting, which is what I founded a couple of years back, we are doing a lot of AI work in this space in terms of improving it. And we will be looking not just, places, cars as not just, but beautiful meeting spots where you can actually finish off, your morning meetings, everything in the car itself. And you can travel anywhere freely, and then you can have all your meetings done in it. And that's where we are doing a lot of pioneering work in the quick meeting in that space. And not just about that, you will also be having holographic meetings in the future where you can actually literally see the other person sitting next to you in a holographic manner. And I think in the next 5 to 6 years, you'll be seeing the first pilots coming out of in this area, where you will be able to actually transact with a holographic persons in your car, and you can actually do this. Now, this is basically the future of collaboration and communication that is going to take place in the mobility space. And we are very, very excited, and we are already putting a lot of effort into this. Now, let me have a small quiz round, okay? So let me just ask this: what percentage of the business professionals admit to conducting work-related calls while driving? Any guesses? Any guesses? 100%? Okay, nice. So basically, if you see, it's about 58%, right, of all the business professionals admit to conducting work-related calls while driving. Yeah, I know a lot of people, because we are all CXOs and all the people here are all at a very higher level management and all. It will be mostly in this room 100%. Actually, that's right answer according to this room. So this is the 72% of the employees say that they have access to accessing these mobile work apps positively impact their job satisfaction, right? That means when they're traveling and they're working on the mobile, right, and they were able to complete their work, is going to obviously improve the hybrid nature and also the work satisfaction. Now, next question. What percentage of employees believe that connectivity tools have improved their productivity during business travel? Any guesses? Yeah, that's a very close answer, but 90% of all the employees believe that the connectivity tools have improved their productivity during business hour, right? And I think significant. So next, I want to just take you through the futuristic scenarios of meetings, right? We already discussed this. In the cars, this is going to be the future, right? Where you don't need to really bother about where the car is going to take you, just like you're sitting in a train and doing it, but car will be much more private and much more beautiful place for us to conduct meetings, to basically become fully productive, spaces where you can do all kinds of things, right? So that's, I think, will be the future very soon. And I'm not kidding, because the AI in the last 1 year has just revolutionized us and taken the world by storm, especially the generative AI. But we're seeing those generative AI and the intelligence that it's able to bring into systems, it's going to revolutionize the industry like never before. And we cannot even predict. It's just like in 1997, when somebody asked, what is the internet going to be, right? And no one would have said, right, like everyone will have access today to the internet, right? The same thing, it's going to be much faster. Maybe it took 15 years for the internet to penetrate into the places where, it's unimaginable. But I think AI, in the next 5 years, is going to be there in everyone's laptops, phones. There may be a robot serving here your coffee, and you don't need to even go there and wait for it. And I think that's going to be the future that I think in next 5 years you'll be able to see it. And that's the futuristic meetings part of it. And you will also be seeing advancements in if you see, for example, we are also investing a lot in these in metaverses, where I don't know how many of you have heard about metaverse, the Facebook metaverse, where you can just have your avatar there and do your meetings there. And we're also, I think the future and the metaverse is now going to transition into XR meetings after the Vision Pro and the Apple's innovations. They have 600 patents in it. And I think this is going to significantly revolutionize the way you're going to do hybrid meetings, where you might be wearing a goggles or something like that, and where you'll be entering into these spaces, and then you can do it as just like how you do work meetings in your office. So I think that's going to be a significant improvement in this also. After the next year Vision Pro launch, we'll be seeing a lot more lot more applications, lot more devices that will be coming in this space, and the meetings there. And obviously, even further to it, I was talking about this holographic meetings. I think this is going to be a far-fetched now. The holographic meeting technology is not just available right away there, in a feasible manner. It is there, but it's still very, very complex to be adopted in normal situations. And I think that's going to come way beyond these things that I've discussed about. The first will be your car meetings, and then XR meetings, and then the futuristic meetings. And that's the order in which you can see these meetings happening in your world. Okay, now coming to this and what we are doing as a company in Quick Meeting, and I'm going to shamelessly talk about my company for the next 5-10 minutes. So Quick Meeting is the world's smartest unified business communication and collaboration app. Not kidding, it is the smartest unified communication and collaboration app. We have 30 innovations right now in the space where no other communication or the collaborations, the apps that you can recollect, no one has these innovations in these apps, right? So we have created these innovations in Quick Meeting as such. As of today, I'm talking about, and we are working on another 20 other innovations that might come in the next 1 year. So what's the big deal, right? The big deal is this, right? So today morning, you are all here, met, I think, few people outside, some of you, and had several discussions here, listened to the panel. What happens after this? Let's imagine the last 10 meetings that you did. Leave today, let's say yesterday you did some 10 meetings. What happened to those 10 meetings? Imagine that with the last 100 meetings, and what happened to those meetings? What do you have today that you can say, Ravi, these are the meetings that I have done. See, this is what it is about these meetings and what is that my team is working on. Do we have that data? Right? And now you're sitting here, your teams are working there, and your teams are doing several meetings. What's happening there? Can anyone tell? So this is the big deal, right? So this is called a complex meeting problem, right? Where you cannot comprehend all the meetings that you have taken place as a human, right? And the data that you don't have today is the post-meeting data. The data that the meeting happened, but after the meeting, nothing you have, right? So that's what we are working on, and we have comprehensively solved for enterprises today. We are happy that in the last 4 or 5 months that we launched this AI Minutes thing, we have already onboarded 220 plus enterprises into Quick Meeting, and several meetings, thousands of meetings happen on a daily basis in Quick, with minutes in them. Yeah.
AI can revolutionize the way you communicate and collaborate within your organization.
So just going to have a few audio bits here, and so how AI is going to think, and this is all spoken by AI, obviously, and so let's see this.
With the world's first AI-powered work organizer. Help center Quick Meeting with the world's first AI-powered work organizer. Helps enterprises to create workspaces and meeting rooms whether work happens online, in person, or hybrid.
So these are the first, we launched this work organizer, one of its kind in the world, where you can actually replicate your office scenarios like your workspace and rooms, and then do both online, offline, and as well as hybrid meetings in these rooms.
Meeting with the world's first AI-powered work organizer.
Sorry.
Quick Meeting boasts the world's fastest online meeting rooms, where you can join any meeting in less than 1 second without any link. Rooms auto-organize all meetings and auto-generate minutes of every meeting.
So if you can
Quick
see,
Meeting boasts the world's fastest.
basically the room is where you can actually have a transcription done, and then from the transcription you will be having the minutes available for you, right? That's how the online meetings work, and you can do series of meetings in the same room with the same set of people, right? That's the idea behind creating these rooms actually. And we are the first in the world to AI-powered meeting rooms to launch them and make it available for enterprises.
Is also the world's first in-person meeting app with deep support to take care of all offline meetings. Using AI, you can organize the minutes and auto-assign action to-dos of all the meetings that happened in the past. Is also the
So this is one of the beauties of the app, is that you can actually not just do online meetings, but then switch that app, the room, into an in-person room, record it and minute those meetings as well, right? And that's what you can see the minutes here that is generated out of it, okay? So this is, we also give this beautiful enterprise scheduler along with it, which has several innovations. We have 8 innovations in particular in the scheduling space. And we also have innovations like the busy time mappers, the ability for you to see the time zones when you're scheduling, and instant scheduling, where anyone in your organizations can schedule meetings in less than 5 seconds. This is the first time where you don't need really a professional scheduler to schedule your meetings and all. You just go to a room, click the schedule, and then the schedule is done with all the people inside the room. So that's kind of revolutionizing the way we are doing the scheduling.
Your enterprise can save enormous cost by not investing separately in software as a service apps like Enterprise Scheduler, Enterprise Chat, Enterprise Notes, and Enterprise To-Dos, as Quick Meeting offers them free of cost. Quick Meeting innovations and most advanced AI technology will help you solve 30 different communication and collaboration problems that exist today in your business, improving productivity by over 300%. Quick Meeting solves the complex meeting problem of not having any post-meeting data in enterprises and ensuring highest security and privacy for enterprise data.
So one of the interesting things we did is we unified the communication aspects, like your meetings and everything, with the collaborative aspects, like the notes, the to-dos, the action, the minutes, and all that, and adding AI to it, where today I'm going to show you certain examples, but then you will be understanding how a simple meeting that can take place, whether it's an online, in-person, call, AI, VR, XR, or it can happen holographic, doesn't matter. Quick Meeting Quick Meeting has this ability to basically make sure that those meetings are minuted and available for you in a very, very organized manner as minutes, right? I'm going to quickly do that now. I'm going to last slide. And then, so we are the first time, what we also did is today we have had a pilot of the, let's say there's a conference like this happening. What can we do in a conference with this AI that we have built, right? So we are first time we're bringing AI into WAFit, where, I'm going to show you certain examples of, okay. So now if you can see, this session, what I'm speaking now, is getting actually recorded here in the WAFit events room. We also have PowerPoint 1, Power Panel 1, Power Panel 2, and Power Panel 3 meetings that will also be taking place in those respective rooms. And let's see, this meeting is basically an in-person. I switched from online to in-person. Currently, I am and Anuj are there. I'm going to add a lot of people as we go through the meeting, as we go through this event. And if I go to the meetings tab within this room, right, what happens is you will be able to see all the meetings that took place today. Right? The first session where, the MC has actually introduced things and the discussion points of that. And to the last session where you can see the panel discussion that happened, where the panel discussion discussed all this. And you can see, how it created the minutes. And this is unadulterated minutes that was created by the AI, right? You can see It talks about future exploration of AI in manufacturing process, consideration of human impact in manufacturing, continued focus on data quality in AI, leveraging AI in manufacturing process, focus on AI in manufacturing, improving employee productivity, safety, and with AI, align AI with ESG priorities, plan AI potential manufacturing in the next 5 to 10 years. And so these are all the action to dos that were just generated from the thing, which is quite useful in terms of what was actually discussed. And in a minute, instead of you going through the entire thing and understanding what was actually happened, you can actually understand this in just 1 minute. And that's what, it helps you. So lastly, I would like to show how a company uses this. So for example, if you actually see here, there's this workspace called Company Meetings Workspace, where the board of directors meetings is taking place, the executive committee. This is an in-person meeting room where the meeting will happen in person, next meeting. And you have like that different rooms. You have other rooms I have my investor rooms where all the investors are connected. You have HR rooms, you have demo rooms. All these rooms in your organization, I have more than 1,800 rooms in this, and you have all this, right? Along with it, you have this beautiful enterprise scheduler that comes with it, where you can actually see the entire schedules for today, and also the meetings and what is happening with your thing. So this is called enterprise scheduler. You can also integrate your calendars into this. And you also have all these collaboration apps that we give for enterprises, right? Where you can right away use these rooms to chat on them. So this becomes your enterprise communication softwares, right? To enterprise notes, where you can actually take down notes together with your team, to working on to-dos, where the to-dos that are generated are automatically assigned by the AI. Especially in online rooms, you can AI automatically understands who is speaking, auto-assigns these to-dos, and you have these to-dos like this coming up from different rooms that were assigned to you. And then you have files, and obviously, you can drag and drop, share the files. And this is the best part of the quick meeting, where I was asking a question, what about your last 100 meetings? I can actually show you my 100 meetings, and I can take you to any meeting, and I can show you what happened. Even if I'm not part of those meetings, what happened in those meetings, I can actually observe by the minutes that was taken from it, right? So this is the power of what we are able to do it in the meeting space. Yeah. That's it from my side, and thank you so much. And I'm here to take any questions you have on the AI aspects. By the way, I'm an IITian, and I can code in 15 languages. Been in AI from 2009. I've seen the entire journey of AI, from NLP to neural networks to what we call now is the LLM models. So any technical or any questions relevant to the collaboration and communication space, I can take up if you have it. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah. So, congratulations, well done. It's really powerful, no doubt about it. But my question was that this is going to scale very quickly in terms of the size of data, and how are you going to solve the problem of the cost that comes from having this on your servers, and what kind of infrastructure solution? In the end, you want to make money out of this. So how will that cost vis-a-vis, is that working out?
Yeah, I think initially when we launched this first beta version of this app in February, March types, right? We were giving it pretty much free of cost, right? To see, and because they're obviously, people when we talk about meetings, they refer to Google Meet, Zooms, and Teams, and a lot of apps. So we wanted to test the waters and see it, right? But luckily, what happened for us is, we were able to significantly change the ball, right? From what you considered as the conference tools, where you are actually doing the meetings, and then now you call them as meeting apps, to creating a fundamental DNA, the fundamental DNA of your app itself is meetings, right? So when we did that and we created the concept of rooms and this, we were able to significantly bring in a lot of advocates into the things, and that helped us really to scale the thing. And right now, we haven't broken even, but I think in the next 3 months, as a SaaS model and a month-on-month model, we will be comfortably breaking even from a business sense of it. And enterprise are more than happy to pay for the minutes that they get. And they also are more than happy because we've seen some of them talking about 12 times improvement in their productivity, because of this app being available. And because we are also there in all the devices, you can download everywhere. I think that's helped a lot of enterprises.
Does it integrate with other popular applications?
Yes. So although we don't integrate with directly with Zoom or Teams, because again you have that entire experience here in Quick itself. You don't need to go there anyway.
No,
but
sorry, I meant like other project management systems where
yes,
you can further the to-dos can then be translated
into other asanas and other things. Yeah. See, that's we are working on certain integrations now. We have already Outlook, calendar level, scheduling level, a lot of integrations we did with Google Calendar, Outlook and all. And we also did a lot of integrations at the enterprise level with the Google Workspaces and the Active Directories of the Microsoft. We also had integrations with the Google Drive, OneDrive. So we are working on integrations that make sense for us, not just integrating with everything out there, but just what can actually help our customers. So we are taking our feedback from our customers and then slowly integrating one by one. We have a lot of integrations also, and further to it, the room, that concept of room can be carried to to any app. For example, you might have a matrimony app where you want to connect the bride and the bridegroom, right? You can take this room and put it in plug and play in your app, and then you can start using the communication and the collaboration layers on into the other app. So that's something we are working with a lot of companies like that as well. So we have HR companies and matrimony companies that we have.
Great.
Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, please. Yeah, that's a beautiful question. In fact, we work so much on the language things. So one of the key things is we have created a concept called the room language, right? Let's say in India, most of our companies and the people use English as our room language. But what is happening is in a meeting, we might converse in Hindi, right? You might converse in South, you will converse in Tamil, Telugu or Kannada, whatever. So what is happening is so we have built our models, in the ML models, in such a way that it auto-translates that, when's the conversation is happening and the minutes is taking, right, into English, because the room language is set to English. Now, we have some German customers, some Japanese customers, and also some, even in Malaysia, they wanted certain languages like Malay and all. So we've actually, what we did with them is, you can also switch the room entire language into your choice. And now the minutes will be available in German, and also in Japanese, and things like that. So we have significantly able to do it. I think we have right now 12 languages support at the level of the room. And during the conversation, we can support 99 languages as of now, where you can translate them into English as you speak. Yeah.
Another follow-up question. So whatever script gets generated out of this interaction, right? It's an NLP process. Are you or have you already integrated it with a LLM, wherein you can do much more with the text?
Yes. So we have our own custom models that we have built. So basically, obviously, see, some of this is generative AI. And if you take problem with generative AI, you need at least like $50 million system supercomputers and all. So we cannot really, work on that space where, we don't have that kind of money power to create our own generative AI. So what we do is we customize models on top of this generative AI for minuting and other things, and then give this as a feed to the base LLM model. So the LLM model, we still take the GPT model, right, which is an API. But then on top of it, we customize it with our own custom models, and then build the minutes what you see. Actually.
Last question. Can you deploy this on-prem?
Yes, we are now working probably with certain government organizations in deploying, especially in Tamil Nadu and also in the central. But again, we haven't deployed yet one, but we are working out with them. It can be deployable, but again, at what level, what is the things, we have to discuss. And as because we are not implemented one, I cannot really guarantee that. But yeah, we are looking at those models of deployment, especially for secret, where places where the data is 100%, like in the government, for example, right? So, that's why we are working closely with the government to get it done. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, Ravi.
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very fantastic system.
Thank you so much.
My question is to you is, how about the data security? Because enterprises, because a lot of critical discussions being recorded in your system have. So definitely the data, chances are there to go out, because it's obviously
very, very sensitive.
So could you clarify on this, and what is your say on this?
So right from the start when we started, because being a techie myself, one thing that we have invested is in data security significantly. We have more than 5 innovations just in the security, right, today, and we are planning to patent once we close the round. So the idea is that we have created 2 concepts. One is the room encryption concept, where whatever I'm speaking, whatever being recorded in the room now is actually encrypted and stored. That is obviously a simple encryption that happens at every level, whether you chat on the room, take notes, or whatever you do on the room, everything is encrypted and stored, and it is available to only the people in the room, right? Even though you may be an admin of the company, it doesn't matter. You cannot decrypt it unless you're part of the room. So that is something we have created at the room level, 1. Number 2 is the enterprise that we created, right? The enterprise account that is being created has access to these rooms and workspace data, right? And we have segregated, and we call this concept as enterprise data cocooning, which is a concept that we have innovated, where you can, as an enterprise, say this is the point of location where I want to store my data, and it actually goes and stores in it. So we have right now enabled it in Singapore, US, UK, and India, right? And you can choose as an enterprise where your data is stored, segregated and stored, or is it the enterprise data level. We are also have in-premise solutions where you give a instance, we will store in that instance your data, so that you're completely protected at a data level. You can see who is accessing it and things like that. So that's how we work at 2 levels. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually a brilliant question, because something I didn't take up in the meeting. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for patiently listening to this.
Please stay on the stage for a moment. Yes. Please stay. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think that was very, very interesting. And to felicitate Mr. Rajendra, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Gerald Lewis from WAF to present a small memento. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.